7th Street Entry. Yeah, playing that for the first time was it was like tiny, but it went off. It was amazing. That was pretty bloody incredible. I wasn't expecting it. It was our first. I think it was one of the first shows we ever did in America, and we turned up, and I don't know what people were on. It was great. There's a lot. It just varies. There's a lot of good food for the warm weather here. What's it called? The fries and like with gravy and cheese and poutine. Poutine is great. I love it. I can only have like a third of it and then I pass out. My favorite city for food. I'm from Texas, and I really like Tex-Mex. It's what I grew up with. I know I don't sound like I'm from Texas, but I grew up there until I was from the age of like 7 to 12. It's just, yeah, it's my thing. Tex-Mex, tacos. Wavey Davy. Yes, I'll try. So, I've had the song, this like the beat for this song, Tokyo Drifting, that we released. And it was meant for a rapper to rap on it, but the rapper didn't use it. I thought I'd try something over the top, but as a little blonde Jewish boy, I don't have the swagger to pull off anything swaggery over that kind of beat. So I looked to my favorite person on earth, probably Beyonce, for inspiration. She has her alter ego Sasha Fierce, so I created my own, and she uses that alter ego to like be able to do anything she wants, because it's a different person. So I did the same. I created my alter ego, and it makes me like at least try to do something a bit more swaggery. But then Denzel Curry got on the track, and it was fine. He's got enough swagger for most of the world's population. I'm trying to think, like the first album took a long time to make. The second album happened insanely quickly, like everything was done in a month. So it have to be something off the first album. I reckon there's a song called, it's a pretty obscure song, it's called Walla Walla. It's really strange, it's crazy, and it's like really tribal. But that went through loads of different like iterations. And then finally, yeah, we just told Joe to go crazy on the drums on it, and that kind of polished it off. But it took months. Combination of the two, I think they both are amazing. My particular interest is combining the two in a very fluid manner. That's my favorite thing about new music production. It's taking those sounds of the Beatles and the Beach Boys as really iconic analog sounds and making them more modern, and taking the more modern sounds, the kind of trap sounds, Dr. Dre, Timbaland, Neptune sounds, and recording them in a way that the Beatles and the Beach Boys might have. That's what I've always done, to find a nice fusion of the two, and then you get something hopefully unique. Favorite VST? This is niche. Woo! What have I been using a lot of? I use a lot of the Sound Toy stuff. I think it's incredible. I've just started using the UAD stuff. I think it's all amazing. My favorite UAD plugin right now is probably the Oxide Tape. I use that a lot on everything. I think it's great. I use the MXR Flanger a lot. I use that on everything. Phase Mistress, amazing plugin. If you want something and it's just not got a bit of like, it's just not tasty enough, put Phase Mistress on. It'll be tasty. And then, I could talk about this stuff for days. Sub Boom Bass, I think it's an amazing bass plugin. I use it for all my sub and all my low end. And there's some new UAD stuff coming out that's really exciting that I'm not meant to say anything about, but I've tried it and it's sick, and it's like old Moog synths and stuff. I guess the biggest takeaway from Joe's accident was realizing how lucky you are to have everything you have, and realizing how quickly it can all be taken away. Yeah, so count your blessings. First album was like really abstract. It was the first thing I'd ever written, and so I was quite shy, so it's quite abstract and quite weird, and you can't really hear what I'm saying, so I was really shy. And the second album came off the back of loads of touring, so it's about meeting people and all of the people that we met. And then I've been writing stuff that's quite personal. I think that came from Agnes on the last album, was quite a personal song, and the reaction to that was really amazing, and seeing people like you see people like cry in the front row, and people send letters, and I was like, whoa, if I'm like honest and quite vulnerable, it is probably a good thing. And then I was doing some writing, pop writing some songs for other people, and that, like, because they're singing, you're kind of removed from one degree, so you can be really personal, but someone else is singing it, so it's okay. And the stuff that they liked was the personal stuff that I wrote. And then when it came to writing more of the next album for GA, I just kept doing it. Yoshi. Always, always Yoshi. No one else. I've never tried it. I bet it's wonderful. I'm a fan, right? People take the piss out of this a lot, but I like just really, really, really fizzy water with a lime squeezed in it. Fresh. It's just fresh. Makes you feel like you're on a beach in the afternoon, summer breeze going by. It's nice. Always albums. I think you can say a lot more on an album than you can with any other format. You can, a song can be amazing, but it's the context that song lies within that really makes it the most powerful thing it can be. So I think of albums as like novels, and then songs as like short stories or essays or articles or something. Like when you have a series of short stories, or you can actually, they together can say something really amazing. Albums. I literally just spend all my time doing music. I really like design, like graphic design and stuff. Doing the artwork for the project is fun. That's just, I do it with friends. And then doing like the stage design, the lights and things. We obviously can't get the stuff in this venue, but we've got something really exciting coming for the next group of shows. I think it's going to be really weird in a good way. We just have to see if it's possible. It's strange. Probably invisibility. I know that's pretty cliche, but I quite like just being alone a lot of the time, being left alone. So I'd probably just be invisible, and I'd go sit in the corner where no one could see me, and listen to music all day. Otherwise, everyone's just like, Dave, can you come do this? Dave, can you come? I like summer because of my birthday, and also because the sun is shining and the birds are out. And the weather's nice. Ice cream. I like ice cream. True happiness. No, I don't know. I don't know if I've experienced true happiness. Has anyone experienced true happiness? Is true happiness a real thing? Does happiness actually exist? I don't know if anyone can really be happy. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I probably would. I need a minute to put some like slapping beats together. Absolutely, Denzel. I'll ask him later. Yeah. He's really busy. I don't know. We'll see. I think the most important thing when making music is to trust your gut instinct and don't overthink things. Think things through. That doesn't mean don't think things through. But as soon as you start overthinking things, you really start to make kind of cold music that doesn't have any spontaneity in it. The best things happen quite quickly. So yeah, trust your gut instinct. If you listen to something you think that's shit, throw it away. If you're listening to something you think is really good, trust that, run with it. And yeah, just trust that bit. Don't use that bit. It's not important. The rules, forget the rules. Must-haves in the green room. Cereal. Every show we have cereal. We actually didn't get given cereal the other day, and it was a big. I threw a tantrum. No, I didn't actually throw a tantrum. I went out and bought some cereal. Just normal Cheerios in the yellow box are the most underrated cereal. They don't get enough credit. We don't have them in England. It makes me very sad, so sometimes I bring some back in my suitcase.